To you. And look at you just being a microphone hog there. Taking it all. Yes. Oh, and I'll do that. I'm just going to do it like this.
There.
Do you want to start that again?
Hey, it's middle of the weekday, Wednesday. Why do we even say days?
It should just be wins.
No, why do we
Wednes,
say
Tues,
like on
Thurs,
the show? Because
Fry.
people watch at different times. They're like some that watch on a
Listen,
Sunday
if you're
or
doing
a
it
Saturday.
right, no. If you're doing it right, line it up with the actual day that we say, okay? Stop doing it wrong. It's gonna mess everything up.
Yeah, your shirt looks like you're part of.
I'm TV static.
We were actually laughing earlier because he said his shirt was like TV static, and his face blends in with our cabinets.
Yeah.
I think it's my face that blends in with the cabinets, don't you think?
No, it's me. I think if we hit chroma key and I you would only see I'd look like potato head cabinets. It would only be eyes, nose, and mouth on the cabinets with a hairdo on it. We should do that totally.
Yeah, you should. Oh my. So what happened yesterday?
What did happen yesterday?
We didn't even record.
I'm telling you.
Well, honestly, oh my gosh.
I think.
No, we recorded.
I think it's one of two things.
We recorded.
It was either a communist conspiracy from the same people who have not gotten me my pillow yet in China, or it was the user error of whoever the crew is that edits our videos. He or she might have accidentally deleted something. What do you think?
Yeah, the second one. That's what happened.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
So reminder to people that are doing editing or anything they want to save, you make sure you save first.
Yes.
Before you start editing.
Listen, Jesus taught us this lesson, and it's this: Jesus saves, and so should you.
Okay. Thank you for that info. Anyway, so hey, we're in another day and another week.
Yeah, I found a new trick out on the iPhone, by the way.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
what?
Watch. I'm going to hold this up, and the timer's still going. Mm-hmm. So when you text, so I'm texting Shelly, hello, she's a client.
Okay.
And then let's just say I have, now it says, hello, Dusty, just shagged. That's what it says.
Why are you texting her
that?
Okay,
watch this, though. When you
That's scary.
Watch, I was just tapping random letters, and the predictive thing. When you hit the space bar, it doesn't just space. You can actually move around.
That's what the new
and so you know how it often is. Like
you
just
have
want
to
change one letter.
The thing, and then you have to go.
Yeah. So the space bar is like a mouse. So if you're on an iPhone, press and hold your space bar and see the magic that opens before your eyes.
Okay. That's a good tip, technology tip.
Yeah, see?
I'm learning something every day.
Bring things to the table.
Anyway, so how was the weather today? I know you went out early.
Nippy. Like it's in the 60s. And so very fall-y. Fallish. Fall.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Beautiful sunrise on the beach. And it just feels good. It feels good when you know you're alive.
The weather said it was cloudy.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, there's some clouds.
But you could see the sun.
Yeah, so don't trust your phone. Just look out there. No, it was great, and made me feel frisky.
Nice.
Like a cat. Like do you ever have a cat and when the weather turned cold, do you remember
Yeah, they just kind of are skittish.
They do tricks and go all around.
Why. That's so funny.
Yeah, I wonder why. They're excited.
So so you missed yesterday's episode, which is fine, whatever. And but you get us today.
Here you are. So actually, the cat thing reminded me of a story, but I want to hear what's in the news.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. So I'm gonna ask you. Well, first I want to say this one. I'm not going to talk about it, but I read the headline. 11,000. It happened in Florida.
Oh, of course. It's going to be crazy.
Key West.
Okay.
11,000 zombies go for a bike ride in Florida. In Key West.
Which...
Zombies. They
Yeah.
like dressed up, you know.
In other words, it was just a regular day in Key West.
Yeah. Really.
They're kind of like that anyway. Anyway, it's an interesting area.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the article that I'm going to share. It's not really funny. It's just kind of wow.
Okay.
Have you ever been to a haunted house?
A
Because
haunted...
you know it's that time of year and people are posting things.
You know,
like that.
I'm not. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of anything that's fear-driven and all of those things. But yes, as a kid, there was one that we went to. We went to a haunted house, and my brother punched. It was either Jason or the Wolfman in the face. Bloodied the guy's nose, and just like my 13-year-old, Tim did this, and we got kicked out.
Oh my gosh. I've been to a couple and I can't. I'm not one of those type of people that loves that stuff. I hid my face the whole time. There was no way. I was so scared.
So you paid $20 to do this the whole time?
Yeah, that was when I was older, like in college age. But the one that I went with my mom and dad and when we were little, why, Dad? Like,
Dad.
take the family. He's
Dad.
like, let's go to the haunted house.
Let's go to the haunted house.
I know. And and I remember my mom, she's so funny. She's like, don't touch us. Anyway, so we went through. It was a small one, but it was whatever. But this one, when I was like, what in the world? The headline says, haunted house requires participants to sign 40-page waiver, have a physical exam, and a background check done before you enter his haunted house.
Oh, wow.
And the price of the ticket is as much as what could buy him a bag of dog food. So I'm guessing it's probably, depending on the size, he's 5 dogs.
Wait.
That's the price of the ticket. But
Why do we
wait.
equate a ticket to dog food? I don't get it.
Okay, but here's the thing. So it costs to get in, just a basic ticket, probably $15, $20. I'm not really sure.
Could you just bring a bag of dog food?
But those who survive, and no one has ever survived the haunted house. And when I say survived, made it all the way through.
Meaning no one's ever actually gone there? Oh,
no one
they've
has
never made it
all the way through. If anyone makes it through, you get $20,000 as the prize.
Wow.
It's in Tennessee.
Oh my gosh.
So this is not your regular old JC's haunted house kind of thing, or carnival fun house.
This totally sounds like Black Mirror
really,
stuff right
really,
here.
really scary stuff.
What?
So no one has ever, and so the people have to sign this 40-page waiver. They have to do a drug test. That's the other one. And they have to prove that they're at least 21 years of age, because you can't have anybody younger than that. They also have to watch a 2-hour video before you go in.
That's probably where it all happens.
A 2-hour video. Basically, and the video is called And Then There Were None, which you're reading that book.
We're almost finished reading that book. Yes.
But in this video, they show footage of the previous participants from July 2017 all the way to the most recent August 2019 of them going through this haunted house. So that's what they watch.
So this sounds like American Ninja Warrior, but with fear.
People don't really make it all the way through, so then they're like, you don't want to do this. They come out saying.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so
there's a high demand, I can imagine.
So each experience is recorded for legal purposes, because somebody could come and say, hey, look, this is not right, blah, blah, blah. So they do record every participant. Okay. So the guy that runs this thing, he uses a mind game through hypnosis.
Ooh, this is Black Mirror.
I know, right? He uses hypnosis. So for example, he'll have a kiddie pool, and people are made to sit in this kiddie pool that has a couple inches of water, and he'll say, there's a great white shark in here. And they believe it.
Wait, what?
And I don't know what else happens.
This sounds like something I would have done to my kids or something, or my brothers or my kids. But this is just mind games, really?
Would you like to go to this haunted house?
I would be totally in for it.
No.
For the price of
no.
a bag of dog food?
No. Yeah. So
to win $20,000.
Yeah. So whoever makes it, and he said no one has made it through and won the prize.
Oh my gosh. This guy's a marketing genius.
You think?
Yeah. There's no way
but
no
people
one's made it
haven't
through.
been through it. They haven't. That's what it says.
That's what it says. Maybe it's brand new.
Well, it's July 2017. It started, so a couple years ago.
Okay. Yep, I would do it. Sign me up. Do you want to go make some money real quick?
No.
Where's the line? All right.
I wouldn't do it. But I'm sure some of you might. But then that's the thing. It's like, okay, why haven't people made it through?
Yeah. It's Black Mirror stuff.
It is.
That's pretty crazy.
So if you've
sounds pretty
not
crazy.
seen that show, Black Mirror, it's kind of creepy.
Did you ever do when you were a kid? I know you're obviously a girl, so I don't think it's a girl thing as much. Did you ever do the masks for Halloween, like Frankenstein head kind of a thing? Did you ever have those dumb things with elastic line, and it's just like a flat mask on your face, and
you
it
stick
looks
your tongue through? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's like I did Wonder Woman, but we were saying of the mask, like the rubber mask. My dad had an old man one.
Of course your dad did.
And he would put it on and scare us. Oh, it was so scary.
Dennis, we've got to talk, man. So this is funny, but I think about when I was smaller, I had like an underdog one. It was one of those stupid ones with the rubber band on the back and it's flat, and you cut your tongue, sticking it through there, and your eyes has eye holes and all that. But there is something that happens when you put on your mask, or it's the Wolfman mask, and suddenly you're like, you change.
Yeah.
Right? You change. And, it reminds me of a conversation we got to have last night with a lovely person who was our guest. And it was about change.
Yes. Oh, yeah. It was a nice change.
Yeah, it was a great change. But there was also the change. So there's two changes in specific. There's the one of her, and then there's the one of our cat. Which one would you like to discuss?
Oh my gosh. I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care. Whatever you want to talk
Let's
about.
go with Kibu.
Okay.
Kibu was our cat. Once upon a time, there lived a really cool cat who was so loving. He was so awesome. He almost, I think, could almost speak and understand us.
Yes.
He literally would ride on my shoulders like a parrot. He was beautiful and smart and all of the great things that you want to think about a cat.
Yeah.
Until
our dog, Alto, joins the...
Our son
Well, it was Justin's dog
Justin
that he
rescued a dog, moved back into the home with us, and he was like, it wasn't like he was 35
Is
or
that
anything.
we already talked about that one about...
Yes,
I don't know
but
if it's
not
in an
with
episode
Kibu.
that we talked about.
So people
Yeah.
will know Alto, the dog
that ran.
that takes off.
I think that was on Monday's episode.
Actually, I think it was the one that got erased.
Yesterday's?
Yes, it was, because it prompted a joke for me about the time that we adopted the dog from the blacksmith.
I don't know. Okay, so go on.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I don't know. That's just a joke about the blacksmith.
No, I haven't given you the punchline yet.
Yeah.
All right. So as soon as he got home, he looked at the door and made a bolt for it.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
I think you told this joke.
That was yesterday.
I think
Anyway,
it was Monday.
How am I remembering jokes? It's a superpower I'm discovering now. But but Alto gets, and he chases Kibu relentlessly.
Uh-huh.
And then we moved houses from one home to another one in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And Kibu decides he wanted to go back to the old one. Like
Yes.
he got scared one time too many, and he ran away back.
Dogs do that.
Like a mile away. This home was a mile away.
Not dogs. Cats are known to do that.
Yeah, dogs.
Yeah. A lot of male cats. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so he inhabits like the house across the street, like a ghost.
Yeah.
From our old house. And what happened when we went back for him?
He'd come back and we'd bring him in, and then as soon as he's like realizes that he's there, he just like climbs walls and
after
hisses and scratches and leaves and goes back to the old house.
After 2 or 3 times.
Actually, the abandoned house that's across the street.
It's an abandoned house. He's like, I would rather live here with no food than with you guys. It's a mile away. This cat walked a mile away.
And it's all because of the dog that we brought in. He was terrified of him.
And then, so the time finally came. It was like 3 or 4 times into it, and we went to get him, and he acted like he didn't even know.
Yeah, he
just turned this loving.
He betrayed us.
He betrayed us, and he acted as though we were nothing.
Yes.
And he hissed at us, and he.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone turn like that, except for the young lady who was here last night.
Yes.
And she turned the other way.
Yeah.
How did she turn?
She just from one day to the other woke up and was like, I just don't like this life that I'm living and the way I'm behaving, and she just said everything was just, she deleted everything, like stopped friendships, and because I was, telling one of my daughters, I was like, wow, is that when you lost communication? And anyway, so it's just a nice story.
It is.
To hear, and the transformation from just she woke up and said, I'm changing.
So, but the way we saw her, she was a schoolmate with our daughter.
Yeah.
And she showed up, and we shared this with her last night. We said, you reminded us of the Cash Me Outside girl from Dr. Phil. Now, if you don't know Dr. Phil, he's in our competition. He's at a way lower rating than we are in terms of daytime talk shows.
Yeah.
But Cash Me Outside girl, look her up. She is insanely like, are you for real?
Yeah.
And that's what she reminded us of.
Yeah.
We saw her just like a year or two later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally transformed.
Completely transformed.
It's neat to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm proud of her.
Yeah, super proud. How does that happen though? How do you with her and she definitely would attribute it to the power of God and allowing Jesus to make something
really.
Yeah.
No, she said until after like a year later she started going to church.
Okay.
So it wasn't because God just shone his light and
it wasn't.
It was just like she was just didn't like the life she was living, and she wanted to change, and that's what she started doing, just deleting her social media, basically withdrawing more, like kind of going into a season of solitude more, to just really understand who she is.
Love it.
Anyway, so yeah, it's beautiful.
I mean, just think about that. That's so inspiring, right? The weather is changing right now. We can also choose change, and sometimes we end up getting worked into a rut, into a groove, based on just what other people around us expect, based on what we expect or whatever. But if we ever find ourselves, I think, like looking at something, either internally and saying, this isn't who I want to be, or externally and saying, that is who I want to be. Like, that's the character I want. Like, that's how I want to live.
Right.
I guess it's like, to me, like that just shows me it's just this far away. It's always just, you can flip a switch.
Yeah, you can. And there's something, definitely a desire, a deep, deep, deep desire to say, I don't like the way I've been living and I need to change. And taking that action. So it's like, I can't, no, we don't know how that happens. It's not like a formula. It's not. It's something that is within someone that says, I want to change, or I want this for my life.
I think it's the same thing that happens it's almost like when you're asleep and then something nudges you and you wake up. So like the same thing that goes from being in a sleep state to an awake state.
Yeah.
We can wake up.
Yeah.
We can wake up. And maybe you need to wake up.
Yeah.
So how can we do that? What would you say to someone who is like, I don't like this. How can they get from here to here? I say start small. I say
of course.
Yeah.
And I think we've talked about this before, about the starting small and just taking those little steps, I shared that Monday. I think it was the Monday episode about, even with exercising, you set a time, like my timer. But it's, the desire has to be there. But sometimes some people, and I know I've been there, where I'm like, okay, I want to do all of this. And so then I'm changing everything. But that's not good either, because
you're
going to see something that's going to be like a failure, and then you're going to get frustrated,
right.
And you're like, this is stupid. I don't even know why I'm trying this. Nah, So even if you just do it by, okay, you know what? I'm going to start getting up at this time every morning and commit to that. Don't worry about everything else.
Start there.
Or I'm going to start going to the gym for 15 minutes. Start there, or whatever, or jog or walk, or drinking more water, which I needed to do.
Yeah. And so
speaking of that,
and we have speaking of that,
we do coffee and wine, and
we missed our toast there. With when you have someone, and the final thing, you have someone in your house, let's just say that they need to change.
Yeah.
And right now, we're dealing with someone who is undergoing change, right? And we're giving them space. But one of the things I can say that's being helpful is believing in that change, not believing that they're stuck where they're at. That this like it's not this person's not the best place that we've ever seen them, but believing that they can come out of that, believing that we know their true character, believing that we know the next chapter is a good one, I think helps to relate to those people a little bit better, because I think we all need compassion to get there.
Definitely. And always believing for the good, for the best outcome.
Yeah.
Rather than just like, oh, everything's awful, you know.
So, ready for a joke? All of this talk about transformation actually reminds me of the time I was dating a girl, and she actually broke up with me because I kept pretending to be a transformer. And I'm like, wait, I can change.
Okay. Did you tell this joke before?
Oh my gosh, at our dinner table. At our dinner table. And then, okay, finally, let me give you this one. Let me give you this one. What did the pirate say on his 80th birthday? Aye, matey. Aye, matey. Aye, matey. Aye, matey. All right.
I know.
Hey, listen, hope you smiled at least. Go have a great day.
Yes.
And do something for some change.
And we're gonna build our way out.